It is another honored tradition here at Boise State to feature a student speaker at each commencement. For those of us on this stage, this is traditionally a point in the ceremony that leaves us amazed and awed at the depth and breadth of accomplishments and experiences that a Boise State student can amass while pursuing an undergraduate degree here. This year's speaker is no exception. Nardos Ayele Ashenafi graduates summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering. Ms. Ashenafi's academic career, as well as her creative, extracurricular, and service activities, paint a portrait of an individual whose curiosity and drive to innovate knows no bounds. Since enrolling at Boise State in 2015 from a home country of Ethiopia, Ms. Ashenafi has succeeded in converting X-rays of knee joints into 3D models in order to discern what physiological features make patients prone to patella dislocation. She also worked in the robotics control laboratory to develop algorithms enabling robots to complete specialized tasks and built an air hockey playing robots as a senior design project. Ms. Ashenafi was inspired during her childhood by the Ethiopian economist Eleni Gabre Madin, a woman who was determined to improve the lives of her people. She helped create the Ethiopian Community Exchange, which brought international trade opportunity and security for Ethiopian farmers. Ms. Ashenafi worked countless hours, juggling a full course load and 3 different jobs to afford rent, health insurance, and the tuition that remained after scholarships were applied. As an academic, she has worked as a researcher, a learning assistant, a mentor, and a peer educator to Dr. Krishna Pakala, an associate clinical professor in the College of Engineering. He said about her, quote, "I have personal experience of Nardos's academic prowess and would rate her as one of the top 3 out of the thousands of students I've encountered in my entire teaching and mentoring experience. Service is part of Nardos's DNA," unquote. Ms. Ashenafi's volunteerism has led her both to serve as a role model and a teacher for young Ethiopian girls, and to work with Idaho Power to find areas in which local companies can improve energy use, waste disposal, recycling, and water use. With the Boise Park and Recreation Center, she designed and built a bench to help transfer people with disabilities from a wheelchair to a hand cycle. She also worked with the Society of Women Engineers to modify toy cars and create a mode of transportation for children with cerebral palsy. In 2016, Ms. Ashenafi was awarded a prestigious Boise State Foundation Scholarship. She is a member of the Society of Women Engineers, Phi Eta Sigma Honor Society, and Tau Beta Pi Engineering Honor Society. Recently, she earned her Engineer in Training certificate, which will enable her ability to obtain a professional engineering license. Upon graduation, she intends to remain at Boise State to pursue her doctorate in electrical and in computer engineering, a fact for which we are very, very grateful and proud. Please welcome to the podium, Nardos Ayele Ashenafi.
Thank you, Dr. Rourke. You guys are really beautiful up here. Well, family, friends, faculty, and fellow graduates, congratulations for making it to this eventful day. The 1,000-mile journey that we started with a single step has come to an end. Now, before I get to the heart of my speech, I would like to introduce you to one of my role models, whom you've heard about a few minutes ago. In 2008, a vibrant economist came to light in the Horn of Africa. If you have not heard of her, Dr. Eleni Gabre is an international student and one of the founders of an organization called Ethiopian Commodity Exchange. Now, this organization creates opportunities for Ethiopian farmers to introduce their products in a global competitive market. I remember the particular Sunday afternoon I saw her speaking on TV for the first time. You know, after listening to her experiences, I realized what makes this woman one of the most influential people in Ethiopia and in the world. I realized that she's a distinguished economist and entrepreneur because she's very well educated. Now, I don't know what each one of you think is your greatest accomplishment in college, but I really want you to internalize the fact that we just finished obtaining the greatest most influential superpower across time and space. Yeah. A superpower that cannot be stolen, disregarded, or disposed of. One that you can pass by will, improve by the need for more, and expand by practice. You know what that superpower is? Knowledge. We have obtained knowledge. Now, we may not have noticed it in the middle of exams and assignments, but this is the perfect time to really understand that the knowledge we have here is the backbone to humankind's greatness. We made it. I want you to remember that all the homeworks and the exams and the projects were just these threads that we weave into our capes. Wait, maybe I shouldn't say capes. I should say super suits, because from Incredibles, we know absolutely no capes, am I right? My point is, no matter what you did in college, if you made it to today, you have the power of knowledge. So the time has come for you to decide what to do with it. And perhaps this is the most nerve-wracking moment of this entire journey, having to decide what to do with this knowledge, and trying to predict whether we'll succeed or not, whether our efforts will pay off or not. And I wonder how many of you feel nervous about the uncertainty in the future. I know I am. Ever since I started college, I've never been more nervous than in the past few days. But you know what I realized? The last time I was this nervous, I was just starting college. And I bet our parents were nervous when they had their first kid. I bet our professors were nervous when they lectured their first class. Do you know what's common about all these experiences? The more nervous you are, the more you try your best because you care about your future. So the next time you feel that nervousness, take your time, embrace it, let it fuel your superpower with the will to do better. So by the end of the day, you have the power of knowledge and the will to do better. Yeah. I say if you are nervous and educated, you're ready. Go out there, try your best, and absolutely do not settle for less. And throughout all your journey, make sure you develop your values and your character. Now, before I end my speech, I want to thank everyone who helped me get here. Like, I want to thank my family who's here from all over the world. We have people from Ethiopia, London, Tennessee, Texas. I want to thank my mother, who gave up her dream of going to school to take care of her family. My father, who taught me how to care for others as much as I care for myself. My uncles and aunts, who took care of me as I embarked on this adventure to college. Faculty, who shaped me to who I am today. And Boise State, that brought us all together. I thank you all. And graduates, please stand up and applaud your families, your faculty, the staff, and all of Boise State. Please, let's give it one more time. Thank you.